I mean, you play a game like Minecraft, you have health, you have hunger, you have resources, you have blocks. I mean, you manage a number of different resources. I played through the whole of Final Fantasy 13, finished the main story, went back out, tried to do the optional bosses and stuff, and then I rage quit. Which I don't know if it's really rage quitting, because I did finish the whole game before I raged. But there was one boss that was just grindy. Like you grind and grind and grind. Like he's got really high defense. You hardly do any damage to him. And so I think I spent like half an hour grinding him down. And then it turns out at the end of that time, he just has a hard timer. If you don't kill him in time, you just lose. And so I got him down to a sliver, and there was no indication there was a timer. There's no timer on the screen or not anything. It's just a hidden timer that once you reach the end, you just die. So you just spend the whole time punching him, and then you run out of time. There's no skill. They don't tell you there's a timer. You just waste an hour of your life, basically, is all you do, and that's when I rage quit. And maybe I'm describing the very worst part of the game, which would be unfair to the game as a whole. If you think the whole game is not like that. Only the worst parts of the game is like that. Alright, Cody, you got distracted, but I'm not gonna... It's okay, I don't really want to yell at Final Fantasy 13 anyway. Final Fantasy 9. The start of the game, which I never got past. The Sid fight, I don't remember what fight it was. Which one was the Sid fight? I don't think it was a Sid fight, it was something else. But yeah, like you're so blatantly exchanging time for progress. The penultimate tutorial fight forces you to switch between 2-3 stances to win. No, I'm talking about this is past the this is past the final boss. It's the optional stuff you do after you beat the final boss. After you grind your way to max level and everything else. I grinded my way to max level. On the earth or whatever. You know the big open area? Wait, you didn't do that? You didn't do past the end game? Adamantoise. You didn't do Adamantoise? You what? But okay, well, you know what, Cody? If you're telling me you didn't do Adamantoise at all, I fully understand then why you have a positive opinion of the game. I do understand why you have a positive opinion of the game. You basically stopped just before it got even more grindy and even worse than it already was. You did 80%, but yeah, no, good on you. You did 80% of the optional stuff, and you picked the perfect time to stop. You picked the perfect time to stop. If I did the same as you, I may also have a positive opinion of the game. Unfortunately, the very last bit, it's just grind. It's just the worst grind you can imagine. The longest. Yeah, it does explain a lot, Cody. And that's fine. Maybe. And so maybe we can just say I made a I made a terrible, terrible mistake. Which is, I mean, I accept that. I accept that. I should have stopped a little bit sooner, and I would be a lot less angry. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Final Fantasy Tactics for a YouTube playthrough. Maybe. Have you ever played Advance Wars? Or just Wars? Wars, Advance Wars. It was on the DS, I think. This war of mine. Let me just open it. I know I'm being distracted instead of streaming Minecraft properly. Library, Steam. Is it on Steam? I do like those turn-based tactics games. Although, what's the whatever saga? I heard that one was a little too grindy. This war of mine is not on sale for me. Based on a real-life war, a friend of yours lives during it, and basically, oh, this one. It's a side-scroller. All right, well, let me add that to the wish list. And the next time it's on sale, Cody, I will buy it. It was the same with. It was the same with the Talos Principle. Did you watch my Talos Principle playthrough, Cody? Or did you watch the whole thing? Again, like everyone else thinks it's a great game, and I agree up to about, you know, the 80% point. I tried to 100% the Talos Principle, and I got so angry at the very last 5% or so. Cody says, this war of mine is a side-scrolling sim where you keep food up, trade for supplies, live for a certain length of time, has stealth and combat, but main focus is morality. One of the few games you can feel awful being a dick. Haven't played Talos, but I want to. Okay, well, if you are gonna play Talos, I would advise not to bother 100%. Or, you know, if you want to get all the stars, just look at a guide. Get to the point where you are a little bit angry and then just look at a guide. Don't try to push yourself to figure it out. Also semi-difficult. You mean this war of mine? Not insane, but you may need a lot of thinking time to get it done. Oh, that's fine. I like puzzle games, so I like thinking games. Yeah. Also, I may or may not feel awful about being a dick in a video game. It might not happen. I might not feel bad about it. Just saying. The Moose says, I haven't seen you a while ago, but you met me on first to hang out today, today. No, Moose, that's not right. Try again. Well, yes and no, Cody. I do want to play good games. On the other hand, you know, I don't have that much time. And also, since I'm asking for recommendations for things to record for YouTube, and each YouTube video is about 20-25 minutes, you can kind of figure out how long it takes for me to upload this stuff, and therefore how many games I can play, for example, per month. Moose hentai? No, Moose. There's no hentai on Twitch. There's definitely no hentai on Twitch. And if somebody tells you otherwise, then you should deny they exist. There's definitely no hentai on Twitch. Nope. Cody says might be too actiony for you, but if you like emotionally controversial games, Nier Automata is pretty good, although it's popularish. I got the impression that it was very anime. Am I wrong? Is it too anime, Cody? Nier Automata? I like how you have to think about that, Cody. 60 to 70% anime. Yeah, I thought it was. It has some strong moments. Okay. Also amazing music. Oh, I haven't done this stuff yet. Let me... I should do the gold stuff first. Oops. Let me punch the sand a little bit. Cody, did you ever play Undertale, Cody? I mean, it got a lot of hype. You hate Undertale, so did you play it though? Did you play it, or do you just hate it without playing it? I mean, in a way, both are reasonable responses. But you played about 50% and then dropped it. Okay. Oh, nice, Kevin. Diamonds. Did you find diamonds? Are you in survival or creative though? So Cody, what is the problem with Undertale? In your opinion? I've never played it, so I can't really say. So words that you might use would be like pretentious, contrived. Would you use any of these words to describe Undertale? I think people focus too much on it being good because of its unique atmosphere and animations. Okay. Would you describe it as forced? Or maybe naive? Or... What are some words that you might use to describe? The game itself is shit. Oh, well, that summarizes it. But it has so many unique styles to it that people like it for the essential sake of being different. Really? The sprites are unique. The comedy is unique. It's more a simulator. I mean, I'm not sure I'm learning anything about the game. It's kind of like, alright, keep going, Cody. I'm not sure I'm getting any closer to understanding the game. Moose, are you talking to yourself? Cody says, you know when a game is more so original in its art, that an artist would go, whoa, I've never seen or thought of this image before, it's great in that. Really? It's purposefully WTF to be WTF, and in the end it does justice. In that end, so contrived. Would you describe it as contrived? As a game, it's boring. Okay. So is it like the kind of thing where... Do you feel like it impresses people who are easy to impress? I'm playing with fire here. I'm playing with fire. You wouldn't say it's contrived. Alright, that's good. Because you can definitely feel the unique care in its art. Okay. So it's not contrived, alright. Would you say that it's a bunch of interesting ideas but not a game? Would you say that? It's contrived in that it's purposefully trying to be unique. Yeah, okay. You can agree with that. So it's a bunch of interesting ideas but not a game. Okay. Well... I mean, those have value, right, Cody? Those sort of experiments also have value. Just not if you're expecting to play a game. They have artistic value. It definitely has value, Cody says. Alright, good, good, it has value. Which is why you don't disregard it, alright. I mean, do you think Undertale has more value than No Man's Sky? Every time I say No Man's Sky, I just think it's so funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cody says it's definitely more of a thing where it's less of a good game and more of a good experience. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a hole in the ground. There's a hole in the ground, crap. There's a big hole in the ground, right? That's not good. Alright, so I should probably stop streaming soon for today. Or no, for this Minecraft session. We haven't quite finished digging out this channel. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll stop the recording for YouTube here, but I'll keep streaming because I want to finish digging this channel. I mean, this digging is not that interesting to put on YouTube. So I'm gonna end the video for YouTube here, and I'll see you next week. When we come back, I will have finished putting the iron down for the rest of the channel, and then we will join up this station with the loop here. Alright, let me end the video here.